Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Yakar Kodash, Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Yakar Kodash, Damyad. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Sending salutations to the elect. Shalom to the elect, right? Because that's what it's all about. The Most High Yahweh Shai is elect, okay? 144,000, and the men, women, and children that consist of the elect, right? And through the Spirit, I might title this just Stay Humble, you know, because first and foremost to myself, right? Because you take a look out at Israel, man, you know, the scriptures tell you knowledge puffeth up, you know. And that's the problem with a lot of Jake, Jake, get a lot of knowledge. You can see it, man. You know, Jake get a lot of knowledge, a little bit of knowledge, or not, however you want to say it. And he feel as if now he in control. All right, well, that's off, man. According to the doctrine, right? According to the will. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. All right, so Apostle Paul said, if I preach not the gospel, all right, woe is unto me. Woe is death and destruction. But he also said, although I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, man. You know, another word for glory would be boast. You know, and that's the problem with our people, you know, especially here in Babylon the Great, man. You know, Jake, for some reason, Jake can't tame his flesh, man. You know, Jake want to be somebody so bad, you know. They like, oh man, it's the truth. I got the truth, man. I'm finna, exalt myself. And the scriptures tell you in the book of Proverbs, matter of fact, I got it right here, that's the spirit. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 33. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is the instruction of wisdom. And before honor is humility. All right. This is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 12. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. You see that? So before being honored, you have to be humble, man. You know, that's why Yahweh Shai said, you know, in Luke 9 and 23, right? Any man come to follow me, let him deny himself, man. You have to deny the flesh, mortify the members of the body. Scriptures say, arm yourself likewise in the same mind. Because what Yahweh Shai said in St. John, the 5th chapter, man, I come not to do my will, man. All right? I can do nothing of myself. You know? The scriptures tell us, man, we bought with a price, man. All right? This is Isaiah chapter 64. I'm just going through the spirit. All right? Because the spirit been heavy on this, man, lately, you know. Because a lot of Jakes, man, out here that know the truth, they know the names, you know, got a couple subscribers, got a couple views, they tend to forget that, yo, man, this is all about Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, his elect. We might not even be a part of the elect, man. The Lord might just have us doing this truth. You know, I speak as a man saying that, man, you know, to stay humble, man, you know. All right. We don't know what the Lord capable of doing, man. The Lord can do anything. The scriptures tell you all things is his, man. You know. Hey, if the scriptures, if Yahweh Shai said, no man knoweth the hour, how much more every second of our life that go by, man? The Lord is controlling all that thing, all these things, man. The hairs of our head is numbered, man. All right. The book of Job, all right. The book of Job would tell us that, for we are of yesterday and know nothing, man. So, man, it don't matter about how much knowledge you get, because the amount of knowledge you get, first and foremost, you didn't give that to yourself. Yet alone, that knowledge is something, man, because the the scriptures tell you in the book of Jeremiah. All right, matter of fact, yeah, let me get that real quick before I bring this one out. This is Jeremiah chapter. Call on y'all about Shemayah Shai for the spirit of truth. This is I think it's chapter 9, so like that. Kind of here it is. So like this is Jeremiah, because I said Jeremiah chapter 19. Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth, all right, glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. You know, the Lord is merciful, man. You know, the Lord is merciful. He said, hey, the scriptures tell you, heaven is his throne, the earth is his footstool. All these things have his hands made. So how much more, you know, things are to come. The scriptures tell us about the things that's getting ready to come. So why boast, you know? That's why you always got to stay humble. Isaiah chapter 64, verse 6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. And we all do, I went into the word filthy in Isaiah 64, right? The Lord's will is edifying to the younger. I came up first and foremost. All right, let me get the etymology of this real quick. This is Isaiah 64, verse 6. And the word there's a Hebrew word adah, all right, and it says filthy rag, strained garment. It says here it is, of best deeds of guilty people. So the best deeds of guilty people, man. We are all guilty, man. We all fall short of the glory of the Most High, and that's what guys tend to forget. And that's why here, Great Millstone, from Elder Apostle to her on down, look at our elders. You always got to watch the elders, man. You know, to keep you humble, just watch the elders, man. You know, watch their videos, listen to them, and learn. You can never learn enough, and you can never go far enough, and you can never please the Most High enough. You know. So that's why us here in this time, especially in this grace period, we're supposed to be soaking up as much wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as we can, because that's going to be the strength of our salvation, you know, and the stability of our times, man, you know. Isaiah chapter 64, verse 6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. So that means it don't matter how righteous you think you are, man, or how many videos you're putting up. Speaking to myself first and foremost, it don't matter how good you might look in the sight of brothers, how many phone numbers you got in your phone, man. You know, I mean all type of stuff, man. You know, because we want to please the Most High, but you don't want to, you don't want to let the flesh consume you, man. You don't want to be over righteous, man. Why shouldst thou destroy thyself? So just be content. The scriptures tell you godliness and content is great gain, man. In the book of 1 Timothy, the 6th chapter, man. You know, so these are things that we have to always remember. These are the tools of life. This is how we got to conduct ourselves, right? And what's the key? How are you able? Who are blessed to inherit the earth? The meek, man. Who are acceptable in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? The humble, man. All right. It says, but we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. guilty. And we all do fade as a leaf. And our iniquities like the wind have taken us away. Con, man. Our iniquities as the wind. So as the wind blow to and fro every second, the scriptures say, man, a man chasing a dream is like chasing the wind. Our iniquities is compared to as the wind. That's heavy. Because right now, I got my window open, you hear the cars driving by. I love that sound, man. I love that sound. Because that's the feel, But what? I said that to say that these cars, all right, as they're moving forward, the wind, all right, it's flowing, man, okay, to and fro. And no man you can't chase the wind, man. So that's, our iniquities have taken us away. So no matter how righteous we seem to be or want to be or try to be, we're going to always fall short, man. And that's why we got to constantly watch our elders, constantly stay humble, man, low to the ground, low as possible in the sight of Yahweh, because he will exalt you in due time. Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High. So this is the mercy of the Most High right here, man, for us to even be living today. The scriptures tell you in Malachi 3rd chapter, the scriptures say in Malachi 3, for the Lord changed not, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Lord is holding his covenant, and because of his covenant that he made with our forefathers and our King David, and because of his word cannot be polluted, nor his name. These things happen for us and to us, man, for the best and for the better. You see? And that's mercy, man. That's the grace period we under. It says that ye present your body as a living sacrifice. So we're sacrificing our body, see, to do the will of the Most High. We're not sacrificing our soul to Satan. We're sacrificing our body to do the will of the Lord, because we believe in these scriptures, man. It says, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. So now the key word there is, a reasonable service, man. Because if something is, if it's a service, the key word there is serve, or not, we servants. The scriptures tell you in Sirach 2, my son, thou comest to serve the Lord, so how can you boast in something that was freely given unto you? If thou comest to serve the Lord, what? Prepare thy soul for temptation, man. Set thy heart aright, which is what? The scriptures tell you to set your heart on things above, set your affection on things above, and constantly endure, man. This is St. Matthew, so this is our reasonable service, man. All right? This is St. Matthew's chapter 20, verse 26. But it shall not be so among you, but, this is Yahweh Shai speaking, but whosoever will be great among you, let him be your minister, kind. So, as you can see, one of my, I'm not going to say one of my favorite elders, Salaki, but Elder Yasharamba, okay? All right? That's a beautiful spirit on that man, Lord's will. Not only do I be a part of that number, but I pray for him, man. I pray for all of us, all right? Because he's the head out there in Dallas. But when you hear him speak, when you hear his spirit, he's the most humblest brother among them. All right, he's the most humblest brother among them, man. Elder Yashawamba is the head of the camp, but he's the most humblest man, All right, he don't exalt himself, man. Every time I hear him speak, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Shai, and he go right into the lesson and he edify it, man. And he had a last video, not to get off topic, one of his last videos was edify the elect. And this is all about the elect. This is all about the men of the Lord, his men, women, and children who he have predestined to be saved. We are builders, man. There is nothing to boast in, man. Seeing we all fall short of the glory. All right? St. Matthew's chapter 20, verse 26. But it shall not be so among you, but whosoever will be great among you, let him be your minister. Verse 27. And whosoever will be chief among you, let him be your servant. Man, that's heavy, man. Because look, verse 28. Even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister, and to give his life a ransom for many. So Yahweh Shai basically was saying, man, all right, you got the greatest knowledge of among the brothers, right? You know, or you can discern. You have more. You have the more spirit of discernment. You're supposed to be aiding and giving back to them, because you have it. Something that you have, right? Like Yahweh Shai. Is not he the Word? Was not the Word made flesh and dwelt among us? But what did he do that was so beautiful and still marvel to this day? He washed his disciples' feet, man. All right? He washed his disciples' feet, man. So that's why Yahweh Shai said, even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life a ransom for many. So the second in command took on the form of the flesh. He didn't boast. The scripture said, go out and let Israel know that their master, all right, their Lord, come to them on the ass, man. That's humble. He didn't come riding in a decked out gold chariot. He said, let Israel know that their Lord come to them on a donkey, man, on the ass, man. That's humble, man. So how much more are we supposed to be having the word? This is the comforter, having his words, possessing his words. This is life on the planet Earth. And he trusts us with this, man. So there's no reason to boast. All right? This is St. Luke chapter 22. All right, verse, 17 minutes. St. Luke chapter 22, verse 26. But ye shall not be so, but he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger. So the scriptures say, him that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger, man. Because what? You know what that always refers to, man? Having room to learn, man. Because you can never learn enough. All right? In order to be a great leader, all right, you have to be a great follower, man. All right? Are not we following the spirit of Yahweh Shai Mashiach to be great leaders? 144,000. So we have to put away that pride and that boast, man. Because the Most High is not dealing with that. That goes before destruction, you know. St. Luke chapter 22, verse 26. But ye shall not be so, but he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger, and he that is chief, as he that doeth serve. For whether is greater, he that sitteth at meat, or he that serveth? So that's a question, man. Yahweh Shai saying, who's better, the one who's getting ready to eat, or him who's serving? Now check out what Yahweh Shai said. Is not he that sitteth at meat, but I am among you as he that serveth. So Yahweh Shai said, it's not him that meat. So Yahweh Shai is the greatest, right? But he said, I am among you as he that serveth. So why is there a boast? Our Lord HaMashiach laid down his life for us, man. We have no reason to boast. This is our reasonable service. To teach and to preach and to proclaim the word of the Lord, man. And to edify the house of David. This is Acts chapter 20. All right? The Lord's word is edifying to the house of David. Acts chapter 20, verse 28. Take heed, therefore, unto yourselves. Why? Because the Lord gave us this word. He trusted us to be good shepherds, man. And to all the flock, over the which the Holy Spirit hath made you overseers, to feed the church of the Most High, which he hath purchased with his own blood. All right? Scriptures say, take heed unto yourself, man. All right? Because one thing about a gift, if it's a gift, right? Why boast in something that was freely given unto you? The scriptures tell you, freely have you received, freely give. Because that's going to make you a good shepherd. Or that's what's going to make you glorified in the kingdom. That you are worthy to go out and do the will and do the work. All right? And to make your Lord happy, man. The scriptures tell you that in St. Matthew 24:46. Blessed is the man whom when his Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, return, he shall find him doing so. What is that? Serving. All right? Servitude. Okay? Does not a shepherd tend to his flock? You know? So how much more the overseers, man, the watchmen? Do not we have to watch? All right? Let's not get this mistaken, you know? We're doing this for the whole nation of Israel. So there's no reason to boast. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 2. Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. All right? So we're supposed to feed the flock daily, consistently, enduring, man, fervently, man, hot, boiling, okay? Because it's not that the Spirit of the Lord, did not he say, be thou, I'd rather you be hot or cold? Because if you lukewarm, that means you know the truth. So you're going to be beaten with many stripes because you played around, man. You took his word for granted. All right, which really you took your life for granted. You took your life for a joke. You see? Because that's how the Lord, man, Yahweh Shai is so beautiful. Because he'll have you playing yourself, man. That's why you got to stay humble. This is Galatians chapter 1, verse 10. For do I now persuade man or the Most High? For do I seek to please man? For if I yet please man, I should not be the servant of Hamashiach. All right, so, you know, I can just close out right there because, I mean, the scriptures say it better than anybody can say it. If you're doing this to be seen of men, the scriptures say all men's work shall be tried and revealed by fire, man. So if you're doing this to please man, the Lord is going to expose you. But if you're doing this to please the Most High, Yahweh Shai, then blessed is that faithful servant. And what Yahweh Shai said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation. Because we know it's coming. But do you believe? Are you going to stay steadfast in the truth? And are you going to stay humble? So with that, I say, call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kavadash Yah. Double honors to my apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.